Camp River Run is just an amazing, safe, fun environment for your kids, and it's also a step into the beginning of their independence.
Just a really meaningful experience for kids to get away for the weekend, to get out in nature, hang out with friends, have some good times on the lake, and just get away from their family for a little bit.
It gives my daughter Alexis an opportunity to be independent, gives her an opportunity to have something that's all of her own.
These kids, they get to come to a place where they're not different and they're just as special as the next.
It is good old-fashioned camp fun.
The people here are so beautiful, and that sounds so cheesy, but really, you just feel like an instant connection. Some of these campers have been here for 8, 9, 10 years, and you just see them like grow and develop so much.
Pretty much just hang out with your kid and be their best friend and a cheerleader all day.
At first, I was a little apprehensive about Camp River Run, given the fact that my middle daughter, who has special needs, she has Down syndrome, also has apraxia. So she has a difficult time expressing her words and expressing what she's feeling or needing. And so for me, this concept of her being able to leave to go to a summer camp, a typical summer camp, just seemed not possible. It's something that was impossible for her to do.
Well, I have two healthy boys at the time, and I've always been so passionate about summer camps. I started helping Make-A-Wish and helping them gather funds. So one day there was one child, she had bone cancer, and she was telling me she was so excited to be going to their camp. And so that just hit me. I always say like a ton of bricks. It really did. That was the start of why I started Camp River Run. I looked at the girl and I said, well, tell me about this camp. And so she did. She told me about this summer camp where they could go get away and be, her exact words were, normal for the week they were there.
Well, I think we're a typical family. We have two kids. Kevin is our 17-year-old. He's a special needs. He's developmentally delayed, but just is probably the most wonderful kid I've ever known.
Many parents with special needs kids that we provide the comfort they need, but it's so important for them to get away from us and experience life on their own.
He's gone several years, and when he comes back, even from the short camp that it is, he comes back and he's just more independent. He's like, Mom, Dad, I've got this.
You know, we just allow these kids to get out of their homes, away from their parents and all their siblings, and they can just have some fun for a little bit and hang out with some of their friends and just have a good time. Since it's a one-on-one relationship, you really are just spending a ton of time with your one camper and everyone else. You get to hang out with everyone, especially your bunk mates. Then we all have some really good food every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We tend to do lake days every now and then, maybe break out the paddle boards a bit.
Favorite thing around here is swimming. So much fun over here. If they gave us more than 4 hours, we would definitely be out here the whole time.
The theme nights are super fun.
We dressed up for Oscar night. So we all dress up in like coats and ties and hats. And
we walked the red carpet, and we all had a fancy dinner, you know, had like fancy glasses and stuff. So that was really fun to just hang out with everyone in a little fancy environment. We really are just their best friends for the weekend, so we really just get to know each other, we know what they like to do, and we just hang out with them and just have a good time with them. It's really fun.
It takes a special person to be a volunteer, especially for Camp River Run.
The volunteers are kind and caring, and they're well equipped to help with any child's special needs.
The volunteers just really learn how to step back and be patient to communicate with all of the campers, and that's just awesome.
I feel like that the volunteers, you know, kind of become the kids' heroes, but when they walk away from camp, that the volunteers feel like those kids are their heroes.
What makes Camp River Run so special is it really is a community. People are working all year round, making sure this is a really great experience for those kids.
It's another family. It is a passionate group of people that have volunteered unselfishly their time, their efforts.
You're helping kids, you're learning good skills and good social skills and stuff like that. So I think it's just really meaningful and worthwhile.
Volunteer, because it's quick and easy, and it's a great way to just be a part of something.
There's so many ways to give, and every dollar, every stamp that's licked, it's all just as important.
If you're able and willing to donate, please do so, because the money is so worth it.
Somebody's going to win something from an auction, but what they're really giving by the money that they put in is really something that's so priceless. You can't take that away from a kid.
You're part of a family, and that, I know every camp says that, but Camp River Run especially.
When you are there, you learn so much.
It's one of the best things that all of us get to do all year long.
They're playing, they're learning, and they're making friends, and what else could you ask for from a camp?